It's safe to say the best rooftop bars
Yeah, absolutely.
are the ones that never close. Great Northern Brewing Co. The beer from up here.
Daisy, Daisy May, give me your best bouquet.
Daisy May Florist is one of Toowoomba's premier flower shops. Visit daisymayflorist.com today or visit their beautiful store on the corner of Hursley Road and Tor Street.
Bradnams has 30 years of experience as the leading windows and doors manufacturer for the Toowoomba and Darling Downs regions. Employing over 70 locals in our new cutting-edge factory and showroom, we provide tailored selections and excellent service.
Are you a food business starting out with your product development journey? Ask a Food Tech, a food technology consulting company, can help you ensure that they are tasty, safe to eat, and compliant with food regulations.
It's safe to say the best rooftop bars
Yeah, absolutely.
are the ones that never close. Great Northern Brewing Co. The beer from up here.
Hello everyone, welcome to tonight's round 6 of the Toowoomba hockey season of 2024. I'm Sarah Bradbury, I'll be commentating the games tonight. We've got Red Lions and Past High first up in the women on field 1, and Rangeville and North up on field 2 in the men. The last time these two teams played off each other, the women that is, the Red Lions had a 2-1 win over Past High, who were, unfortunately, they lost in the grand final last year, but they did it very valiantly, and so they'll be out to win this round against them. They've been on a good start this season after the first round, so it'll be an interesting game tonight, particularly with both teams missing some key junior players. I'll be sure to keep updating you about the Field 2 results. I do apologise if I don't see it straight away, but I'll make sure to keep you updated at the beginning of every quarter. Game on here with Red Lions starting off with their team tonight. As I said before, they're missing a few juniors thanks to the under-18s tournament happening on Gold Coast. And we're away with a long overhead that worked in Red Lions' favour. They like to set up an early press nice and high. As I was just saying before, the under-18s tournaments happening on Gold Coast for the girls and in Rocky for the boys, so I'm sure all teams will be missing a few key players tonight. But for Red Lions, we've got Kelly Davey as captain, Rebecca Denny, Claire Harms, Jessica O'Kane, Heidi Phillips, Amber Suey, Skylar Waterson, Angela Morosky. I do apologise for any mispronounced names. Good turnover by Red Lions through Jamie Lee. Down into the pocket. Unfortunately, it's mistrapped there. Continuing with Red Lions team, Kirsty Hunter, Evie Phillips, Georgia Denny, Tamara Strong, Tegan Turner, and Kiara Suey. Past High just seems to be struggling to get out of their defence at the moment with a strong turnover there. Savannah Trapp trying to get control of the ball. They're looking a bit flustered at the moment, Past High, but it's a marathon, not a sprint with these type of games, but good start by Red Lions. And we've got a punch into the circle. Nothing in that. Red Lions is really keeping it up there. But Jamie Lee is carrying it out. She's very good at that. And Savannah just tommers it out. Good vision from Monique Thomas. And we've got Jess Moffat on that right wing for Past High. Very talented player. Great shot from Squeak. That was a great turnover from Past High. They're very good at their fast turnovers. Very speedy team, both in their defence, their midfield, and in their striker line, which makes them a very dangerous team to play against, speaking from experience. We've got Sav trying to push in, but Tamara Strong from Red Lions just happens to get it past her, but not quite up the line to her midfielder, unfortunately. We've got Emily McEwen in the midfield trying to find someone. Unfortunately, she doesn't. But she gets it back. Heidi Phillips, though, ready to carve it up. Jess Moffat with those 3D skills. Can she get it in? Great stop from Tegan Turner as the goalkeeper. Well done, Red Lions. We've got Jamie Lee on the top. Good post up by Savannah. She might go for a Toma, maybe. Oh, no. Happens to hit a foot or a stick. I'm not entirely sure what that was for, but Red Lions does get it out. That's a great ball. Unfortunately, Skylar was just a step behind, but she was there. She was aiming for the right pocket, which is good. I think Red Lions does very well with pressing quite high once they get out of their defence, which a lot of teams struggle against, considering they have a very fast striker line as well. We've got Skylar Watterson, Amber Suey going across as well. Beck Starks with the ball though, she's pretty good with that. Good clearance, and Jess Moffat is ready to clear it up. Oh, a bit of hack in there. I'm going to try and keep it clean. A big gap right in this middle here. She could probably run through it herself, and she does. She's still going. I think that's... I'm not entirely sure who that is on the side, sorry. Good feedback from Ebony Panzram. I must say, Past High is very good at running it out of their back line. The backs are all quite fast and skilled on their sticks, so don't let the ball get into their range, otherwise they will run it out. Unfortunately, that's a foot there from Ebony. So red line ball. Looking from maybe another overhead or no, down the line. Great hit, but unfortunately no one there to receive, so Past High ball. Beck Stark is gonna take the 16. Is she gonna try and transfer though, or are we gonna go through? Gonna go through. Good from Ebony, good recovery, and Jess Moffat is going to just run it with the ball on a stick. And then feed it. She's very, very good at that. Erin was there almost. Oh, it's hit a red line foot, or there's been an infringement earlier. I must say, Erin's come back this year quite impressively with her speed and her agility, and her fitness is just insane. So she's moved up from that back line into that midfielder role more so, and she's very dangerous there, which gives Past High another bit of depth in their team. Swing and a miss from Savannah, but I think it was made dangerous by Beck Denny from Red Lions, so Past High ball. Looks a bit crowded now. I think, as I said before, it's a marathon, not a sprint, so I think Past High is now getting the momentum. Unfortunately, it's stopped there, but they seem to be in a bit more possession here than Red Lions was at the beginning. They're looking down the line. Nice and controlled. Good poaching from Beck Stark, but still a Red Lion ball. I think that's potentially what Red Lions will need to do if Past High strikers get away, is to cover that 45 back into the midfield, which Jess Moffat has been finding in particular, and Minnie Thomas, better known as Squeak. So if I do say that, that's who I'm referring to. Red Lions defence will have to just force them to the sidelines as opposed to letting them cut that 45 or feed it in there. We've got Heidi Phillips. She's looking for someone in that circle. Can they get a result? Yes, they can, and it's a short corner. Good defence from Past High, but Red Lions has a knack for, being on the back burner the whole time and then just having this surge of power and getting some sort of result out of it, which is... really sneaky of them, makes them very dangerous and underestimated sometimes. Let's see what they can do with this short corner though. Seems that we've got Beck Stark on the right post, Jamie Lee running, Ebony Panzram on the post as well, and Erin McCurley-Alt running. And it's a shot. Great first save from the keeper, and a bit of a fumble from Heidi Phillips, unfortunately. Great positioning though, ready to, as we watch the replay. Great hit, great first save, and Heidi was there. Unfortunately, just has missed it, unfortunately. Good turn from Erin. She fitted out of danger though. There's a few Red Lions players now just pressing really hard. They like to hunt in packs, as ironically Lions do. So, again, we're in the circle. I believe that's Amber Suey. But Ebony is very good on that defence there, staying low, keeping her legs out of it and just keeping a stick solid. All right, unfortunate for Jamie. there. Didn't quite get the ball that she needed, but they held strong. Sav pushing out. Oh, they hit that wide with Tamara strong. Can she get it in? That's a great ball, and stop from Erin. She pulls it out 5. Looking for that hit in. But it goes out and it's a past high 16. We've got 6 minutes left of this quarter and still nothing has been scored. Again, this is a marathon, not a sprint, but it could go either way at this rate. Past high has been really good on this turnover, quick turnover. Good ball from Emily McEwen, also known by her nickname more fondly, so Macca. So if I do end up saying that, again, that's who I'm referring to. Right idea from Heidi. She's trying to hit, I believe, her daughter out in number 8 on the right side here for Red Lions, but just couldn't quite get that. So it's deep in the pocket here for past high, and Red Lions again pushing that high press, locking them in real deep. Overhead would potentially work here, but I know past high likes to build it up a lot more. And we've got a turnover, and Heidi gets the ball. Past high is doing really well to try and, gang up on her, I guess. And they do get a result out of it, unfortunately, for Heidi. Not without a valiant effort, though. So Beck's looking for that quick turn away. I think it's a bit crowded on this left side. We're playing a little left side hockey for past high. Good pickup from Macca, unfortunately. Just ended up heading it out. I think past high needs to transfer it back to their right side. They were carving it up over that way. I think Red Lions is doing very well to keep them here and on their strong side. Erin gets the ball, but with a lot of ball movement. And Beck Stark is there, and she gets the result that she needs. I think the ball was brought quite high near Beck Stark's face, so making it dangerous. I do apologise before. Number 8 is Kiara Sui from Red Lions, not Evie Phillips. So Savannah's on the turnover now. She's got a 1-on-1 almost here, but doesn't go away. Great covered by goalkeeper Tegan Turner, but it wasn't going in, so that's good for Red Lions. Savannah's pretty good on those Tommers and pretty good on one-on-ones. Speaking from experience, doing a lot of work with one-on-ones in opens training, and she's been killing it against me. And Lily Kemp, who will be playing up next for Rangeville in the goal. And it's play on here, advantage. Squeak has a turn. She almost has a one-on-one too, but Red Lions is getting in the way. And they get a foot out of it. That's great defense from Red Lions. Good follow-up as well. I think Tamara Strong was beaten, but she, still managed to get back in case of. And she was there to help as well. I believe that was a foot from Jamie, but the umpires let it slide. It hasn't impacted the game too much. But the Red Lions has the turnover anyways. Good ball movement, and yeah, they're back to their right side, which is their strong side. And we've got Red Lions coming up in every angle. Good attempt from number 1 there. Again, I think a lot of these players, it's interesting to see with the under-18s tournament happening, which girls are brought up from A2 and A3 squads, particularly in the junior ranks. It gives them a great opportunity to see what level they could be playing at. And both teams are playing great hockey here at the moment. Great ball movement, good vision. It'll just depend on whoever gets that first goal, I think, who's hungrier. We've got a breakaway here, and Jess Moffat has that little jink, and Savannah's on her bike. She's in the circle. Save from Tegan, and she clears it. Well done, Red Lions keeper. Sav will be annoyed with that one, but it was a great shot either way. And I'm sure she'll be looking for one all game, if not a few. It's all right, they're all just warming up. It is a bit fresh tonight, so I do apologise if there's any sniffling or coughing. Right idea, trying to push it to their left side. I think they just got to keep swinging it whichever way it gets crowded, I think. So if it's crowded on their left, definitely get it out to their right and try and keep it on their right, but Red Lions is very good at crowding that side. High ball from Heidi, so Jamie gets the ball. Good no look there, and Savannah's on the strike range again. Unfortunately, just gets too far in front of her and hits her toe, making it a Red Lions ball. We got 1 minute left of this quarter. Tamara Strong on the ball for Red Lions. They're going to transfer it out. Good post up from Heidi. There's no one around her though to help. And Savannah's really good with her stick there to get it. And shot. And it's a goal from Monique Thomas, I believe, for a pass tie. With 30 seconds on the clock for the quarter, I think that'll finish it. But great efforts from Red Lions so far, and the game's not over yet. Again, they could be building. I'm not entirely sure how the last game went, as in like timing of goals, but again, Red Lions did come out on top last time, so we'll see how this ends. We got 10 seconds left. They just got to hold it up. Oh, and that is the end of the quarter. I'll be sure to get the results from Field 2 on the break.
It's safe to say the best rooftop bars
Yeah, absolutely.
are the ones that never close. Great Northern Brewing Co., the beer from up here.
All right, and we are back with the second quarter of the Red Lions past high game here on Field 1. I do believe on Field 2 the men are still 0-0, so tight game so far, or they're all just warming up. We've got Evie Phillips on the ball, passing to Mum. It must be very exciting to be playing. I know it's very exciting to play with a sibling. Me and my sister play on the same team, and I know a bunch of other sisters play on the same team, but to play with your mum or like a parent in any regard, I think that would be very special. So it must be really exciting to... she made her debut a few rounds ago, I believe, Evie Phillips, and she's been doing very, very well to keep up with these very fast and experienced A-grade players at her age. So well done, Evie. Oh, almost... That was a really good shot on goal and really good poaching from Red Lions striker there. Can't make out the number, unfortunately. Sorry all. I'll try and get that later. And Red Lions has started strong by trying to press in. Heidi's there. And they get the ball. Got to take it 5. Good out. Can someone get a touch on it? And it's a goal for Red Lions. I think that was Amber Sui. What a great goal from them. We'll watch the replay here. Nice slap in. And past high does stop it, and Ambasui just slaps at it, giving the keeper no time to react. So, and we're back at 1-1. So it's an even Stevens game, everybody. Again, Red Lions did come out on top last time, so never discredit them. But Past High has had a lot of momentum and possession so far of this game. But it is only second quarter, potentially too early to say who will finish strong here. But we shall see. So nice transfer out from Red Lions. But Past High is, I think, taking a page out of Red Lions' book and pressing really high now. They know they have fast strikers. They want to get possession of that ball as soon as possible. Good stop from Macca there, and Monique Thomas trying to just send it into that circle. But Red Lions is quite packing it in there. Erin trying to find somebody. Good post up from Macca there, and Savannah Trapper's there. She's going to try and carry it in, can she? All right, Tegan Turner saves that one, though. Bit of a hard angle to get in, but I've seen Savannah pull off some amazing goals, much tighter than that. So you never know what she can do with that. She's very hungry for the ball always. Alrighty, and it's a 16 for Red Lions. While they're doing that, I'll just announce the Past High team. I've been calling out a few names lately, in the first quarter, that is. But the full team tonight, with a few of their missing players, including Australian country player Holly Gilbar, who's over in New Zealand at the moment representing our nation. Very exciting stuff, and we're so lucky to have wonderful players and talented players such as herself here at the association supporting regional hockey. But she's away tonight. So tonight we've got Jamie Lee Edwards playing, Erin McCurley-Alt is captain, Emily McEwen, Jessica Moffat, Ebony Panzram, Rebecca Stark, Monique Thomas, Savannah Trapp, Tracy Page, Deb Cook, Beth Lawrence, Helen Yorkston is the goalkeeper, and Caitlin Morton is also playing up. So again, both teams are pulling up players from their A2 and potentially A3 squads because under 18s is happening this weekend on the Gold Coast, so they're both missing some young talent in both teams. But I think they're both doing quite well to keep up with each other and to match each other's energy and strength. And Red Lions will look, that is a perfect area, but Past High just runs it out. Very, very smart there. But the Red Lions will set up here, try and lock them in again. I think their press has dropped off a little. Might be because of fatigue already, or that's just a choice. But Skylar Waterson is closing in on Ebony there. She'll be opening keeper there, but Eb gets out, and Jess Moffat's there to receive. And she'll just burn down this sideline here. But 14 for Red Lions does well to keep up and keep her out. So again, as I said in the first quarter, I think the idea for Red Lions here defensively will be to keep the strikers for Past High very, very wide and out of the centre. And Erin has slapped it in, but unfortunately a miss slap from Squeaker there. But Past High will set up strong here, nice and high. Heidi is moving, she is looking. Oh, that's a bit of a risky ball, but it has touched the Past High stick, so it'll be a Red Lions ball. Alright, Ian Past High is looking to get out here. Again, Red Lions pressing in quite high. But they do manage to find Beck Stark, and she is very good at feeding it out. But we've gone back to Deb Cook. Unfortunately, a bit of a miss hit to her. So down in the corner for Red Lions, which is exactly where they want to be. But Jamie Lee meets it first. I think it potentially came off Jamie there, but again, the refs can only see what they can see. They don't have the view that we have from up here, so they've just got to make the decision while they can. Heidi's in there. She's looking for a striker. You can see it, but no one's in there just yet. A bit too quick for them, hey Hides. But Jamie posts up there, ready to defend, and Deb Cook is there as well. Good defence there. Red Lions will be looking to get out here and find Heidi. Good ball from Heidi. Good work from Ebony. And it'll be a past high 16-yard. Good hand eye from Skylar, and she's gone down. Hope she's okay. It is a bit slippery out there with the cold and whatnot, but she's up, she's running, she seems to be okay. So that's good. All right, Ebony will be looking for people here now. Not a lot of movement, but Squeaker has moved. She's gotten in front and she's going in that middle, which is exactly where past high strength lies. Over to Macca. Great positioning from her. Trying to find Erin, but she's found a Red Lion stick or foot. Deep in the pocket for Savannah. Good reach from Tamara Strong. The Red Lions will try and clear it out, and they do. Good turnaround. But Macca is still there. That's one thing about Emily McEwen. She's very tenacious and underestimated, in my opinion, too often. So, and here she goes again. She's a very handy player. Always finding her players very, very well. Good squeaker. And to slap. Almost an overhead. But no cigar there for past high. And Erin's got 25. She's looking for people. Are they moving? Yep, there we go. And Macca McEwen again. But good clearance from Tegan Turner. Past high is really poaching up near the keeper. I think they need to potentially look at doing 2v1s. Most keepers here at the association, particularly in the A grade, both men and women, they are very good with the first, second, potentially even third phase of a play. But 2v1s will kill us every single time, speaking as a keeper myself. So I think past high will have to look to do that against Tegan Turner for Red Lions. She's been doing very, very well, but if you obscure her vision, or at least move it about a bit more, I think they'd get around her a bit more. Good patience from Ebony. I'm not entirely sure what happened there, but it's still a past high ball. Again, the refs, they can only do what they can see at the time, and you just got to keep playing it. There's no point in arguing. They're doing very, very well tonight. I think both teams are playing very fair and not rough. Sometimes you can get in pretty ugly games, but I think this is a very well-paced, skillful game at the moment from past high and Red Lions. I've got a back four. I'm not entirely sure what the setup for Red Lions is at the moment. I've got Tamara Strong really, really deep, but not really using her. So I think potentially shuffle her a bit more around and utilise her a bit more. Or, utilise whoever's in that very deep position to get more players up the field. I think they're playing it a bit safe at the moment. But then again, past high is really, really good at those turnovers, so you don't want to let any one of them loose. And Erin's going to run through that middle and just send it through to Jess. Who's on Jess? Nobody, and she's going to shoot and she's going to score. But I think that was Monique Thomas ready on the post there as well. I could be wrong. No, that's not Monique Thomas. My bad. But Past High was there ready to for the second phase as well. But great shot from Jessica Moffat. Very well executed, and Past High are back on top here with 3 minutes to go of this quarter. These quarters go very, very quickly. Past High will look to hold possession here now. They're ahead, but tentatively so. So they'll be looking to just kind of keep it to themselves instead of letting a turnover happen, because if you let Red Lions have another goal, I think they'll have another run over, but Jamie's there ready to stop it. But Skylar Waterson is heading for that circle. Who's there though? Unfortunately, she has hit it out. Good running back from Erin McCurley-Alt, Beck Stark, Jamie Lee, Ebony Pansram, and I do apologise, I'm not entirely sure who their left half is, but very good defence as well there. And Savannah gets the ball. She's increased her speed this season, which is so impressive, and she's done a great shot there. And it's a red line ball. It could have gone either way, I think. But I think Tammy Williams has made the right decision there. Sending down the line, I think it's almost flipped now, because in the first quarter, almost a runaway. I think in the first quarter, Red Lions was forcing Past High onto their left side and forcing them to go down Red Lions' strong side, whereas now Past High is forcing Red Lions to go down Red Lions' left side and not utilising all the space that they've got here on the right side of the field heading towards the clubhouse. Jess Moffat running down the sideline again. She seems a bit unstoppable. They don't seem to have someone planted on her just yet. Again, she's one of those players that you leave any sort of room, she's going to run and take it, okay, and she'll leave you in the dust. So I think Red Lions really needs to identify that and lock her down. And they're sending it around. Tamara Strong's got the ball. Send it out wide. Yep, using that right side finally. And Chop's got the ball. Skylar's coming to it. And it will be a Past High ball. We've got 1 minute left of this quarter. Let's see what Red Lions can do. And Erin almost trips over the ball, but she stays upright. Very impressive there. And they've sent it through, but again, no Red Lions strikers up there. I think their midfield is looking for that high striker, but is sending it a bit too fast. I think they just need to hold it up a bit more and be a bit more patient. I think Past High is rattling them a little, which they do often, but they just need to slow it down. Righty, that is the end of the second quarter. We'll be back after the break.
It's safe to say the best rooftop bars
Yeah, absolutely.
are the ones that never close. Great Northern Brewing Co., the beer from up here.
Daisy, Daisy May, give me your best bouquet.
Daisy May Florist is one of Toowoomba's premier flower shops. Visit daisymayflorist.com today or visit their beautiful store on the corner of Hursley Road and Tor Street.
Bradnams has 30 years of experience as the leading windows and doors manufacturer for the Toowoomba and Darling Downs regions. Employing over 70 locals in our new cutting-edge factory and showroom, we provide tailored selections and excellent service.
Are you a food business starting out with your product development journey? Ask a Food Tech, a food technology consulting company, can help you ensure that they are tasty, safe to eat, and compliant with food regulations.
It's safe to say the best rooftop bars
Yeah, absolutely.
are the ones that never close. Great Northern Brewing Co., the beer from up here.
All right, welcome back to round 6 of Toowoomba Hockey's season of 2024. Just before we start the second half, Past High is in front 2-1 at the moment, and on the men's on field 2, I believe Norths is winning 1-0, so it's still a tight game up there, still anyone's game. All right, I am actually joined here with A-grade women Norths player Emily Payne. How are you feeling tonight, Emily?
Really good, thank you.
That's good to hear. So tonight you guys are versing Rangeville, and in the first lot of rounds you drew with them 2-2. What are you looking to potentially do to improve and so you can get on top of them?
I think for Norse, what we've been doing at training a lot, we've been passing the ball and getting like those short, sharp passes and our basics under wrap. So I think in this game we're going to be definitely looking for the short passes and connecting with each other a bit more instead of the long passes that we tend to fall back into in most games.
Yeah, and you are missing a few players tonight due to 18s, like, you know, with the boys. You're missing Emmy Tummin, she's up there with them at the moment, and you're missing Stella Suey and a few other kids tonight. How do you think that's going to impact your game?
I think we've definitely prepared for it. We knew that we're going to be out this week. We've got a few of our younger ones playing up, which is exciting. We've got little Talia Robertson. It's going to be her second game for A1, which is really exciting. So, yeah, we've pulled up a few younger ones and giving them an opportunity to play tonight. So, yeah, excited for them to have a run.
That is so exciting. It's always good to get young ones up and experiencing A-grade. I was saying that before with Red Lions and Past High because they're missing a few as well. And for you personally, Em, considering this is going to be actually your last round here at Toowoomba Hockey for this season, very, very sad. You're an amazing striker. Speaking from experience, I both love and despise you sometimes, shooting against me. What are you going to personally be looking for in this last game of yours?
I think because it is my last game for the season, which is so sad, I think I'm just going to give it my all and just give every ball 100%, make sure I get back as like a striker. Sometimes we do stay high a bit too often. So just, getting back and going for those 50-50 balls and just giving it my all as it's my last game. But yeah, super excited to play tonight.
Well, I'm sure we will have a cracking game from you. Thank you so much for joining us, and we'll see you on the pitch.
That's all good. Thank you.
All right, and we're back to our regularly scheduled live stream. Red Lions seems to be struggling to get out of their defence. I think Past High has now got a fire inside them, pushing up, and Rangeville has just scored on field 2 for the men, so I believe that'll bring it to 1-1. We'll just double check that and make sure that score is accurate, but if nothing's changed, it'll be 1-1 for the men up there. So again, really tight game, anyone's game. And Mac is looking for that ball. Goes up Chop's arm, and she's just going to run in that centre. Didn't take it 5, unfortunately, so got to turn it around. But Macca, again, has become a very unassuming striker, but talented and skillful indeed. So if you let her in the circle, she might surprise you. But Red Lions has had a good turnover here. Amber Sui running it through that middle, good ball skills. But Past High getting it to their right side. They don't want to open up that middle like they've just done, unfortunately. And Squeak is sending it in. Good clearance from Tegan Turner. Sav was there, and I believe they had another striker up there on the post, which is really good positioning from Past High. But couldn't just quite get it. But they're still there. Still looking for people, sending straight back there. Good tackle from Red Lions there. Excellent stuff. I think Jamie's got to get 5 maybe? Yes, I believe that's the case. So Tamara strong on the ball now. Will they look to transfer to their right side? I think she tried overheading there. Unfortunately didn't pay off, but hey, I think why not give it a go when Past High is bogging you in your own half. Good defence from Erin. Unfortunately, a turnover for Red Lions in that centre. I think Past High is doing very, very well to block and congest spaces that Red Lions have once been able to roam free in. I think they've identified that quite well. So good coaching from Choe Pansram there. But Heidi gets that turnover there, and Red Lions is on the attack now. I think if they spread out a little bit more, they'd find a bit more space. I think they're staying too much to the right side. But Past High has gotten it out. A bit of a miss-hit there. So it will be a Red Lions ball on the sideline. I think they need to get it out of that side. All 20-ish players are over there at the moment, excluding the Red Lions keeper. But it will be a Past High 16-yard. So Jess Moffat is all the way out here on this right side, free as a bird. I think Red Lions needs to identify that and lock it up on that side, bog them down this way, which they've been doing. Good stick trap from Amber Sui, and they are away. Tammy Williams making them stop the ball. We always at least make an attempt for that. That's a great slap in, but Past High does manage to clear it. And Jess Moffat is away. Those skills are quite incredible. We've got Squeaker. It's almost a one-on-one. That was on the stick. That was a great defense from, I think that's Evie Phillips again. Again, great young talent. And it has missed the striker for Past High. Good Toma from Savannah. She's quite hungry for the ball. She's been denied a few goals from Tegan so far, but I'm sure she'll be looking for one soon. Right, and it is a corner for past high. Very well done from Savannah Trapp with the ball. They're just keeping calm. I think she's become a lot calmer player. She's still ball hungry, but very calm with her ball skills, which makes her even more deadlier than she was before. So hopefully past high will make something of this, or will Red Lions keep this out? Got Savannah setting up and Erin ready for a hit, but it could go beyond that. Straight to Erin. Caught up on the stick a little, but straight out to Sav and she hits it. Great defense from Red Lions. Another corner called by J-Mog, umpire down this end. And we watch the replay here. It has gone up the defender's stick, but that's great defense from Red Lions. You've just got to have no fear in that circle. And it's back out to Erin and she hits it. A bit of a bobbly one, but Heidi Phillips has got that right post covered, as does Tegan Turner. Right, Red Lions pushing out to their right side. They want to hope to keep it this way, but I think past high is crowding that way now. They've got a bit of momentum underneath them. Still only one ahead. Can't discount Red Lions considering how quickly they got their first goal. But it's two v2s here, and Savannah's gone for that Toma again. Hasn't been too successful tonight. I think she's been successful in positioning and trying to shoot and potentially going for that back post. But they do need a striker there to finish that off, or she needs to pull it back onto her four-stick because she's quite powerful there as well. Good turnover there, and we've got Amber Suey on the ball, trying to fend off Beck Stark, who's keeping up with her. And it is a Red Lions ball. I think there was an infringement earlier, so Heidi Phillips will take the ball. A lot of numbers from past high down there. Not too many Red Lions players. I think they're all still catching up. So Heidi's just got to hold it up a little, and she passes to Evie, who's looking, and she sends a great ball in, actually. And Heidi's on the ball. Great positioning from, I believe, Skylar Waterson, but unfortunately couldn't finish that off. But it's hard to do that on the back stick. You always want to try and plant yourself on your four stick, so that's always going to be hard, and Erin's just going to carve up that middle. And Mac is there to send it up, and Squeak is there to pick it up. I think that's just one thing that Red Lions isn't getting tonight, and it could be because they're missing a few players, or they're tired, or past high is just, making sure they make their connections count. But past high is making sure that they've got a link in every single line, so from the defence to the midfields to the strikers. I think Red Lions is just missing that striker line just for now, but they're still in this. Oh, that is great desperation and defence there from Red Lions. Very well done there. But it's going to hit a foot and it's going to be a corner, even though I'm not sure if that was outside the line or just on it. Hard to tell from here, but J-Mog has obviously seen something that'll call for that corner. And so past high will have another attempt on goal here. J-Mog making sure Red Lions is ready, and past high is going to slingshot this out, or short option to Emily McEwen. Almost a bouncy one in, but it's another corner. And that's what you want from any short corner. You want to get any sort of results, whether that's going to be a goal, a stroke, or another corner. Yes, it has hit that left post defender, I think. Her foot, I think that was Tamara Strong. Squeak's going to slingshot this out again, and again to Macca. They don't exactly have a lot of time to figure out a different variation, but unfortunately no goal there. Again, I think it was a bit of a bobbly hit, but hey, it's all worth a try. They've got to try something different. Can't just send it to Erin or Savannah all the time. And the Red Lion striker is going to get it. Young little junior there. Jamie's going to post up, however. Oh, great strength from Red Lions junior there. We got Chop on the ball, sending it to that middle, who's wide open, although Savannah's on her back. Good ball skills there. And Tammy's going to pull it. Tammy Williams is going to pull it back from a stick hack, but still in Past Ty's favour, so they can't be too mad about that. Erin's going to look to try and get it out. We've got 2.5 minutes left of this third quarter. Good post up from Jess and good vision from her. Unfortunately for Ebony, just run that out, but she was almost there, and I think Jess Moffat is adding that extra layer of thought and vision to this game. She has a lot of experience playing at a Queensland level, both for recently under 21s last year, I believe, and all throughout juniors. And she does play Division 1 in Brisbane as well, so she is quite skilled and knows what she's doing. So I think Past Eye is very fortunate to have her helping in their midfield. And Ebony Pansram on the ball. If she can switch it to the left side, her left half is quite open, but we punch it down the right side. Unfortunately, missed trap from Savannah, but she's in there, she's running, she's chasing, and Erin McElliott picks it up, but it's a turn up. Ooh, it's a bit of ping pong there, unfortunately. She sends it in, but the strikers are just not there. They had numbers up there, and they had all the space in the world. You just got to take that extra step or another look and see who they're going to be passing to. Tamara Strong on the ball here. Straight out to Evie Phillips, who's going to be looking. Can't find anyone though. They got to keep moving. Just take it down the line. Right idea, but it does bobble over the sideline, so past high ball. I think both teams are getting a bit tired here. It's a bit of back and forth, even though Past High is ahead at the moment. Red Lions is not giving up though. But the whole 11 is behind the ball at the moment. And that's been called dangerous. Not an overhead, too many people in the area. And we have 10 seconds left of this quarter. I'm just going to hold on to it, waste a bit of time. No point rushing it, really. Oh, but Macca McEwen is desperate for a goal, and she's there. But it is the end of the third quarter now, so we'll see you in the fourth. I believe Field 2 is still 1-1 to the boys.
It's safe to say the best rooftop bars
Yeah, absolutely.
are the ones that never close. Great Northern Brewing Co., the beer from up here.
Daisy, Daisy May, give me your best bouquet.
Daisy May Florist is one of Toowoomba's premier flower shops. Visit daisymayflorist.com today or visit their beautiful store on the corner of Hursley Road and Tor Street.
Fragnums has 30 years of experience as the leading windows and doors manufacturer for the Toowoomba and Darling Downs regions. Employing over 70 locals in our new cutting-edge factory and showroom, we provide tailored selections and excellent service.
Are you a food business starting out with your product development journey? Ask a Food Tech, a food technology consulting company, can help you ensure that they are tasty, safe to eat, and compliant with food regulations.
All right, and we are back for the final quarter of this game for Past High and Red Lions women. And Savannah Trapper's off already, running down that left side with Squeaker as her assist. Macca McEwen filling in that space, and they are in the circle, and she's going to strike on her full stick. She's going to go again, but it's a double save from Tegan Turner. Excellent stuff there. And Skylar Waterson is on her bike now, trying to keep it out of Erin McCurley-Alt's reach. She is by herself, though, so she might need to hold it up. Oh, but she's going to beat her. But Jess Moffat is there to pick up the scraps. I think Red Lions just needs to run with each other a bit more in that striker, or the strikers need to hold it up a bit more, but it's already back down the other end. Very good work from both teams just then. But Squeaker will have the ball, and she will take it in the circle, and it's going to be a... Thought that hit a Red Lions foot, but that's okay. Erin passes back to Ebony. If they look to that left side, it's quite open. I think they're trying to punch down this right side a bit too much. Alrighty, so we've got Savannah Patterson representing Rangeville tonight here in our interviews for the next game. How are you feeling, Sav?
Pretty excited, a bit nervous. We are missing a few players, but yeah, should be good.
Yeah. How do you think missing a few players is going to affect your game tonight?
We are missing some of our key players, so the mids and striker line, so it will impact that, but we've got good people filling in, so yeah.
Excellent. And the last time you guys played North, it was a 2-2 draw, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Excellent. And so what do you guys think you're going to do to get on top of them this time? You've had a pretty good run since the last round against them. So what are you guys going to do about it?
Hopefully just cancelling out their midfield. They've obviously got very strong Bree, so cancelling out that, going wide, and then hopefully scoring.
Excellent. And is there anything specifically at training that you guys have been working on that you want to try and execute potentially?
We've been working a lot on our press and transfers out of the back because they're some of our weaker points, I guess. Yeah.
No, that's good. And you're a striker, am I correct? Yeah. Yeah, striker midfield. Excellent. So you'll be playing obviously a key role in trying to get on top of North tonight. What do you personally want to try and achieve this game apart from some goals?
Probably just building my confidence. Haven't been playing A grade for the longest, so building confidence. Hopefully, being strong on the ball, executing my skills, just the little things.
Yeah. And have you got some other juniors around your age coming up tonight to help you guys out with your missing players?
Yeah, I think junior that's coming up is Bridget Pullman for her first A grade game.
That's so exciting. Well, I wish you all the best against North. It's going to be a tough game, but I think you guys have improved so much since the first round, so good luck.
Thank you.
That was a great young talent, Savannah Patterson. She's played at Queensland a few times, so it was great to have a chat with her about their upcoming game against Norths next. So it seems that we're still at 2-1 still, but Past High has been crowding around that circle, hunting for another goal, and Jess Moffat picks that out of the air, that overhead. Back to Jamie. She's got so much space. I think the strikers potentially are pushing a bit too high in that respect, or the midfield's not pushing up high enough. I'm not entirely sure what's missing there, but Past High just seems to have ample space in this last quarter. But again, they're not running over Red Lions. I think Red Lions is just struggling to get out of their defence at the moment. They're just throwing balls instead of potentially looking for players on a few occasions. But they're still in this. They can still equalise this. They can still get ahead. All right, Erin with the ball. She's looking for someone. Has to run it herself. Sends it into the circle. But we've got a defender there ready to help out, and it will be a Red Lion ball. Tamara Strong, will she look for an overhead? She'll slap it out to their left side. Well received by the left half, but Jess Moffat does pick it up. But the left half for Red Lions does get back in front. Well, they try and transfer. Squeak is pressing quite high for pass tie, so I don't think a transfer would be on entirely, which is very smart from pass tie. They're taking a page out of Red Lions' book and bogging down their opponents. Erin opens up to give herself more space, but Heidi is there to pick it up. I wasn't back of the stick. And Amber Sui's still going. She's still going. Unfortunately, misses Jamie. Jamie's just going to run it up the field. Probably hasn't done that in a while. Or doesn't expect to be up there half the time. She's usually at the back, but Erin has covered her quite well for now, just to give her time up there. And I think that gives Past High another depth with their players being able to play almost anywhere. But Skylar Waterson has the ball now, just running amply through, beautifully sending it off to Amber Sui, who's in a great position. Beck Stark just poaching there, ready, and she does pick it off, but not without a fight from Amber. And Chop is now on the ball for Red Lions, looking for Heidi. Will Heidi just run it herself? She lets the ball get away from her a little. But again, Red Lions doesn't have a lot of numbers up there, and I think they're just missing that extra player to help with the numbers. Past High is really, really good at getting their defence sorted. But Beck Stark is just going to run it. And Squeak's going to pick it up, but it does hit her foot, so they're just going to turn over. Red Lions running with the ball. Give Jamie ample room. Jess Moffat's out. And she's looking for those angles all the time. And it's going to be a one-on-one with Savannah. Will it? Oh, and she just misses it. Tegan's done a fantastic job coming out to meet her there. If we look at this replay, Jess Moffat sends a beautiful ball through. Savannah has all the time in the world. Unfortunately, I think she was looking for her right wing, but Tegan has cut it off quite beautifully. So well done, Tegan. It's a nice hit in, but no one's touched it. Be sure as well in the comments to comment who you think has had a great game, so your MVP of the game. I've got a few thoughts which I'll share with you guys at the end, but feel free to mention a few of those tonight and your reasons why, or give us a moment that you thought was incredible. So yeah. Or what your predictions will be. Will it be still 2-1 at the end of the game, or will Red Lions equalise it or even come back to win in the last 6.5 minutes? And it will be a corner, although I'm not entirely sure that hit the Red Lion foot. Could have been Past High, but again, I'm partially looking through a foggy window as well as a display screen, so I could be entirely wrong. And of course, Jay has obviously seen whatever he's seen, so we just got to play that call. We got Jess Moffat slinging the ball out. No one's really set up otherwise. Will they go back to Macca for a surprise ball? Nope, they'll go to Sav and Erin, who slaps it in. And we've got someone on the post. Oh, but Heidi has cleaned that up. Excellent postie work from Heidi Phillips there. We'll watch the replay here. Erin does a beautiful slap into that right postie, who does get it. And Tegan does just miss it with her right foot, but Heidi is there to pick up. Thank goodness it was going a bit slower. Otherwise, it could have just gone straight past everyone. But great save from Heidi on that back line. All right, Red Lions looking to feed it out here. but no one's kind of there. There's still Red Lions ball on that sideline, according to Tammy Williams. They've got their transfer set up, but will they use it? Or will they? I think they're scared Savannah will probably run them down. Maybe. That's good work from Evie Phillips there. It's great. Again, it's great to see so many juniors playing up and experiencing this level of hockey that we've got here at Toowoomba Hockey, and just to see them grow. Unfortunately, a bit of a turnover there from Skylar. Great one touch from Monique Thomas, and Savannah is away. Will she get the goal that she's been hunting for here? Yes, she will. That was a goal. It's just come off Tegan Turner's pads. If we watch the replay here, I wasn't entirely sure if it went in, but she's gotten her Toma. It's hit the inside of Tegan's pads and it's gone into that corner. But we did have the right winger there ready for any pickups. But Savannah has gotten that goal that she's been aiming for the whole game, so well done. On field 2, I've just seen another goal from North, so that could bring it to 2-1. For the men, I will double check that score before the next game starts, and I'll make sure that that's correct. But if nothing's changed, then it'll be 2-1 to North. All right, we got 3.5 minutes here for Red Lions to put something back in the goal here, but I think Past High is locking it up quite well here. Again, not without great efforts from Red Lions. Again, both teams are missing numerous players that could change it. Bit of a bubbly one from there. I think you're losing a bit of control here, but Jess is wide open here. Skylar's going to try and run her down, but Jess is going to get rid of it before she can. Great vision from Tamara Strong there. Oh, but unfortunately, Squeak does get around there, and she's going to hit it. It's a great save from Tegan Turner, but Sav is ready for the rebound. Again, straight shots aren't going to work against these levels of keepers. Not unless their vision is obscured. There'll be a Red Lions ball on the sideline. I think that's, I was going to say Heidi, but Heidi is on this side closest to the camera. They've got their defense set up. Yep. Tamara's going to try and get it out, but Squeak is there ready to pick it. It's going to be a missed goal, unfortunately. Great pickup from, I believe that is Squeak, yes. I'm not hallucinating. I think Red Lions just really needs to move this ball as quickly as they can now and give earlier options. I think they're getting a bit tired. That's a great ball from Tamara and good pickup from Beck Denny. Jess does pick it up, but it does go out. Again, Red Lions are still in this. They're still putting up a fight. A bit of a miss hit from Beck. But great reassurance from her team. I think the best thing to do in these types of situations when you're not playing as well as you would like to, or things aren't going your way, is to bolster each other and encourage each other and just keep fighting to the end of it. That's a great ball from Ebony Panzeram, and Squeak is there, ready to finish off, and that is another goal against Red Lions. If we watch the replay here, it does go pretty quickly, but Ebony's hit that in across to Savannah, who's one-timed it as a deflection, and Squeak has just turned and scored. So that makes it 4-1 to Past High with 1 minute to go. I think the best thing that Red Lions can do here is just to retain possession and retain composure, but Past High is on the turnaround, and that is a great backstick overhead from Savannah. And they'll try and keep it on their right side, but it does go out. We've got 30 seconds to go. I think Red Lions just needs to get behind the ball here and help each other out a little. I think Past High is just going to take their time a little here. They're not in any rush to do anything. I'm making sure with the umpire that it's fine. Yep, they're going to go right deep to Beck. There's no stress in that. We've got 10 seconds left. We're going to hold on to it. try and hold possession. Good defence there from Red Lions. But that will be the hooter. So final results for the first women's game tonight is 4-1 to pass tie. Great game from Red Lions though, and good comeback from that goal. Put pass tie on the back burner a little, but the Hawks have come out on top this game. Again, not without great efforts from Red Lions. The men's game, I believe, if I'm correct, is a 2-1 win to Norths against Rangeville. My MVP, I can't really pick an MVP just out of the whole game, but Tegan Turner, of course, for Red Lions has had a cracking game, so I think she'll be my pick for Red Lions tonight. And past tie, I think, again, I've just got to give it to Erin. She's had a great game. Of course, everyone has had a great game across both teams, but Erin is so strong and consistent and has just come out buzzing this season. So well done to both teams, and we'll see you in the next match.
It's safe to say the best rooftop bars
Yeah, absolutely.
are the ones that never close. Great Northern Brewing Co., the beer from up here.
Daisy, Daisy May, give me your best bouquet.
Daisy May Florist is one of Toowoomba's premier flower shops. Visit daisymayflorist.com today or visit their beautiful store on the corner of Hursley Road and Tor Street.
Fragrance has 30 years of experience as the leading windows and doors manufacturer for the Toowoomba and Darling Downs regions. Employing over 70 locals in our new cutting-edge factory and showroom, we provide tailored selections and excellent service.
Are you a food business starting out with your product development journey? Ask a Food Tech, a food technology consulting company, can help you ensure that they are tasty, safe to eat, and compliant with food regulations.
It's safe to say the best rooftop bars
Yeah, absolutely.
are the ones that never close. Great Northern Brewing Co., the beer from up here.
Alrighty, before we start our next game, which is Norths versus Rangeville in the women and Red Lions versus Pastime in the men up on field 2, I'm joined here by Rangeville. My goodness, I'm so silly. Pastime player Savannah Trapp. How are you feeling after that game that you just played?
Pretty good. It was a very slow start, but I think we eventually got there in the end, which is good.
Yeah, what did Coach Joey Panzeram tell you at like halftime or any of the quarter times to tell you to kind of pick it up, or what was your goal in that game to get around Red Lions?
I think his main point was definitely not throwing away the ball, passing the ball to our team, which I think we got better at.
Yeah. I mentioned in the live stream that you guys were linking up quite well in all the lines. I think Red Lions was unfortunately lacking in the striker line, so it was really good to see you guys linking between your backs, your mids, and your strikers. What are you guys looking forward to doing in your next game? You're like on a high now. You've been going really well since the first round. What's the next step?
Honestly, just to have a full team, I think, and I mean, get them all to training. Like having a full team would be nice. I know we have a lot out at 18s. But yeah, I think the more games we play, the better we'll get.
Yeah, that's good. And yeah, I did mention that, you were missing a few players. Did that really affect your game at all? I think you guys played really well, but you do have a lot of juniors in the team that really make a difference. How did that affect your game?
It was definitely good having Ez and Jamie there. They really hold structure in the middle, and they really tell us where to go, and it's really helpful sometimes. But no, I think the players that stepped up and they played really well. And yeah, we got lucky and got away with the win, so.
Excellent. Well, it was a lot of build-up play, and I wouldn't say it was all luck. I think you guys really pushed really hard in that, particularly in those last 2 quarters. For you personally, you were hungry the whole entire game. You could see it just getting goal after goal, or trying to, and you finally got one. What was your personal goal for that game to try and do, apart from getting goals apart?
Honestly, it took me a long time, and it probably shouldn't have, but that's okay. I think just like linking really well with the strikers, I think was probably, my goal and probably the strikers' goal as well. And honestly, I thought we did it quite well most of the time. So yeah.
And is that something that you'll look to do at Opens next weekend? It's very, very close and very exciting to go away and play against the best in the state. So is that something that you'll try and bring to the team then?
Yeah, definitely. And we have a really good Opens team, so I think we will do really well. So, yeah.
Excellent. Thank you so much, Sav. Well done tonight, and enjoy the rest of your night.
Thank you.
Alrighty everyone, welcome back to the second game of the evening with A1 Women. We've got Norths and Rangeville here on Field 1 and Red Lions and Past High in the men on Field 2 is already underway. Should be a good game tonight between Norths and Rangeville. The last time these two teams played each other in the first round, they actually drew 2-2, so good scoring game, but no clear winner. So I'm sure both teams will be hungry to get on top of the other one tonight. And Rangeville seems to be starting with Macy Hill in the striker position. Pass out to Alex Thompson, who unfortunately mistraps it, so North's ball here on the sideline. Lauren Mahoney's posting up at the back there, which she does. Shael Fiedler is also ready at the back to receive it. But they don't pass back to her. Savannah Patterson, who we talked to before, great young talent. She's going to try and bolster that midfield with the players that they're missing tonight. Alex Thompson punches it out to Abby Burge, who's a great defensive half. Come over from Red Lions, actually. So it's interesting to see when players go to different clubs each year and to see what they can bring to the team. So bit of a mistrap from North's captain Piper Treby, but a good start from Rangeville. They've got their back four set up quite deep, actually. Ali Campbell in that very deep back position, but Kirsty Tolpett's going to punch it over to Alex Thompson, who will feed it back to Ali Campbell and back across in that transfer to Kirsty Tolpett. It's actually been selected in Queensland Masters team, so congratulations to Kirsty and Ali. Great tournament from both of them. Bree Suey running down that midfield and good feeding up to Tiani Benson, who unfortunately just can't get a hold of it, and it will run over the baseline. Kirsty Tolpett looking for the gaps there. She'll move the striker line, but Piper Treby will pick it up. She's very good with her stick and the ball there, just running down that sideline, holding on to it. I think they're all crowding this side quite heavily on that right side. Carter Mogg has called it Rangeville ball. We also have Chantel Manhire on the far side of the field as the other umpire. Two very good umpires, so this should be a very, very fair game from both of them. There's a huge gap in this middle that Kirsty's just going to run through. And Alex Thompson, unfortunately, again, has missed traps. Serena Robertson here on number 4. Pass it off to her left half here. They're going to set up at the back, but can't go back. Alex Thompson stops it there. Good turnaround from Kirsty. Tries to do an overhead, but it's no danger, and Macy Hill will pick that up. So will Sav Patterson. Good reach from Catania up in the striker line for Rangeville, sorry. Great to see her back playing after a few seasons off. This is always a very good striker, and I think Rangeville's missed that since a few of their strikers have left in the past few years. But Macy Hill's running that show at the moment. She's developed quite nicely over the past few years. It's so exciting to see her perform in our local comp here, and also at Opens. She'll be down there next week. Hopefully scoring some goals for Toowoomba. Rangeville sliding quite nicely, and we'll pick it up in that midfield. Works Savannah Patterson, but Bree Suey is just there ready to pick up. She's very, very fast, and it's so good to see her back playing this season with Norths. I think they've missed her dreadfully. And she's just bolstered that midfield that was already so strong and rebuilding. And she's just very good with her skills there. Sending it out to Molly White, who's going to just feed it up to Piper. It does get hit out by Rangeville, but Norse will not be bothered by that. What a gap they've just found. Tiani Benson ready there to pick it off. She's just going to keep it out of the defender's reach. Try and get a corner out of it, but nothing's being called. It's all fair game there. We've got Rangeville strikers posting up quite high. I'm not sure if that's a tactical choice or they're not running back. I'm not entirely sure, but it is leaving Lauren Mahoney quite open, running in that centre. Another one who's also been selected for Queensland Masters. Congratulations, Lauren. I know in CGC she had a great pre-season in Cronk's Crusaders team. And she will carry that out for the rest of the season, no doubt, as well as representing her state. Molly White's got the ball. She's going to look to cut through again. Bit of a mistrap there, but Serena Robertson is there to pick it up very skillfully, running around Savannah Patterson and Payne. Emily Payne, who we spoke with before, is a very talented striker who's always looking to be in the right position. It is her last game for this season, unfortunately, so she'll be looking for a goal or two, maybe three. I'm just glad I'm not on the receiving end of that this time. But I'm sure Norse will miss her after this game as well. Rangeville manages to clear that out now. And Savannah's trying to look for someone, but just not quite yet. I do believe we've got Bridget Pullman at number 1 here for Rangeville. Another junior that's been pulled up for her debut A-grade game. Congratulations, Bridget. And Rangeville gets the turnover here on the sideline. Giving Norths a bit more time to get back in behind, but Macy Hill picks the ball up. Is she going to get an outcome? Unfortunately, it does go over the baseline, but is it a 16? Yes. Okay, could have gone either way there. I'm not entirely sure what was happening. Okay, but it's Shael Fiedler on the ball, looking for some help there, looking to find some gaps, and she feeds it out to Molly White on the right half, who sends it up the line. And the striker is ready to receive. Molly White on the sideline. Shay's set up quite deep in the back here. Bree was there. Good stop there and good feed through from Bree. She can just get her head up. We've got the left half here running with her. Well, she's stopped now, but Bree's just going to send it in anyways. Good stop from Tiani Benson. Rangeville is there to kind of hold it up. But I'm sure Lily Kemp, who's in goal for Rangeville, would have kept it out. She's a very talented keeper who's also going away with opens next week. So we wish the best to her and Macy representing Rangeville. And North is going to carry that in. Save from Lily and a good clearance from Rangeville there. Well done. Again, Lily is one of those keepers that you're going to have to make a move if you want any chance of getting around here. If we watch the replay here, good reach from Lily. That's a very hard thing to stop. But she's almost done the splits there, I think. But yeah, you're going to have to make a move if you want any sort of chance of getting past her. But Lauren Mahoney's gone in. I'm not sure. Yeah, it's a crossover of sticks there, so they've pulled it up. Payne's setting up early. North has a very high press. I'm not sure the speed is as good as past highs, but they've set it up early, and it'll be up to Rangeville to try and get around that. Tiani Benson's posting up. Payne's there, but it's gotten through to the midfield there. Along the line, Macy's sent it up in Shayle's face, but it's a Rangeville ball. And they've got Abby Burge on that left side. If they opened up and looked for Rangeville, it has hit a Norse foot, unfortunately, there. I think Shay was trying to clear it and unfortunately hit a player instead. If we watch the replay here, yep, she's done very well to get it past Crystal Lee Pullman from Rangeville, but has hit her player on the way out, unfortunately. But North's defence is quite impressive. They are missing Emmy Tummin tonight, but Lauren Mahoney runs that show back there like no one's business. They are missing Hayley Warhurst, who is their goalkeeper. She's away at 18s in Team 2. Doing some good stuff, I have no doubt. But Shea Fiedler as well there, and Molly White. And they're going to slingshot it out to the top, where Kirsty's going to lay off, slap it in. Nope, save from the keeper. Good clearance from North. Well done there. Bit of a stick hack there, but Chantel Manhire has called it the other way. Well done to, I think that's Shea down there. Abby Burge coming for a sub here for Alex Thompson for Rangeville. And Shea's going to bash it down that line, which great clearance, but nobody's there to receive. And Payne's going to reach and just misses it by a hair line. But Alex Thompson has all the time in the world. She's going to cut it back inwards. I think those 45s are so dangerous, something that I know our Opens team has been working on tirelessly to cut off, because we know if we let teams like Brisbane or Gold Coast into that 45, we will get run over. So keep them to the sideline, I think, is the best manoeuvre in any team at any level. We've got 3 minutes left and still no score down here. I do believe it's still scoreless up on field 2 as well. Good feed out from Shea. That was a bit desperate there, but hey, it works. And she's back in. We get a foot there against Bridget. And Shea's looking for players. Lauren's back there ready for the transfer, but we're just going to send it up. Macy's pretty quick. It is going to be a North's ball, but you don't want to give Macy too much time to run at you. She probably will stop you. And we're going for the transfer finally. Going to that right side. Lauren's going to feed that. Over to Molly. And she just lets it get away from her just the tiniest bit, but that's okay. I think that's what North needs to start doing. They need to start picking up the pace a little, and particularly using their transfers in the midfield and in the back line. Bit of a high ball there, but it just goes over the baseline, no danger. It will be a North 16-yard. Shea looks out to her left half, who will look up to the mids, but there's being flooded there. Bree's going to turn and go. She's got all the space in the world to feed it. Lauren's trying to run beside her. And then Piper Treby's got space to burn if she can put on the burners. She's going to look for someone. Good pass down there. Tiani Benson was there if she stuck a stick out, but that's all right. I think both teams are kind of looking for a long ball as opposed to build-up play like we saw in the first game with Red Lions and Pass High. Both of those teams were really, really good with their build-up play and looking for short, sharp passes as opposed to just the hit and hope option. So hopefully at quarter time, both teams will pick that up. Good turnover from Savannah Patterson. Lauren Mahoney's going to run her down there and get that ball. She's not as good as she is for no reason. All right, but how is she going to get it out of this pocket here? The Rangeville's crowding it a bit. We've got Shea set up on that transfer, but Rangeville is giving them a bit of room to get through the gap. It's a bit of a fumble, but they're going to turn and go and try and send it through, but Alex Thompson is there ready to feed it out, and they've done the smart option and get it out to space instead of punching it back down that right side. Even if it is their strong side, you always want to play in the space. You don't want to go to the congestion. I think that's come off Molly White's foot, and instead of calling it a foot, they're just going to set it on the sideline. We've got 22 seconds left of this quarter. I'll just run this out. And that is the end of the first quarter. Still scoreless here for the girls. I do believe it's still scoreless for the men on field 2, but I will confirm at the next quarter.
It's safe to say the best rooftop bars
Yeah, absolutely.
are the ones that never close. Great Northern Brewing Co., the beer from up here.
Daisy, Daisy May, give me your best bouquet.
Daisy May Florist is one of Toowoomba's premier flower shops. Visit daisymayflorist.com today or visit their beautiful store on the corner of Hursley Road and Tor Street.
Bradnams has 30 years of experience as the leading windows and doors manufacturer for the Toowoomba and Darling Downs regions. Employing over 70 locals in our new cutting-edge factory and showroom, we provide tailored selections and excellent service.
Are you a food business starting out with your product development journey? Ask a Food Tech, a food technology consulting company, can help you ensure that they are tasty, safe to eat, and compliant with food regulations.
Okay, ready when you are.
Alrighty, guys, and we are back in the second quarter for Rangeville and North's women. Off to a strong start from Rangeville. It's still scoreless here, so anyone's game. But with me now, I've got Tamara Strong from Red Lions, who just played against Past High. Tell me, Tamara, how do you think that game went for you guys?
I think we started strong. It was like we had connections early in the game, and we sort of lost that a little bit. I think our legs sort of were a bit tight in the end and sort of missing our players that we normally can connect with a little bit better. But I think we had our good moments, and at the end, yeah, not so good. But we want to learn from that, learn from the things that we didn't quite capitalise on, and yeah, just keep building up as it's still early in the season. So.
Yeah, as I was saying throughout that entire game, and this applies to the rest of the season, it's a marathon, not a sprint, which is what Newtown's been saying because, you know, we haven't had the best start, but we'll take that. So, and you mentioned you were missing a few players due to 18s and potentially from Masters as well, still, which was last weekend. How do you think that impacted your game? Do you think the girls that stepped up, you know, fitted in the team?
Yeah, I think it's just that ball movement. The girls that have, like that we normally have, they have that quick reactions, and like we just didn't quite have that. It was still like the girls that played for us still did an amazing job, but you can tell like we had the ball and then we sort of paused and then tried to pass. Like we need to make that a bit more seamless, and so we'll just keep working on that. Yeah.
No, good to hear. And so, so those are some things that you want to improve on before the next match or next round of games. It's trying to be for a while, will it?
Yeah. So we'll have 2 weeks off. So I feel like this season's been a bit choppy for us. So we've been on and off. I think that has disrupted us a little bit. So we're definitely looking forward to having a bit more of a continuous like flow of games, so we can continue to make those connections and looking at those 45 balls. So we want to be going in and out, like we don't want to go straight up the guts. So yeah.
Yeah, no. And for you personally, did you like having so many people out tonight? What was your personal goal to achieve tonight, and did you achieve it?
Oh, yeah. I wanted to communicate a lot to the girls that were coming up into the game that don't normally play for us. And I think we achieved that towards the end it probably got a bit quiet because we were getting a bit more frustrated with ourselves, but we still held it together, still talked positively. So yeah, that was my sort of main goal with communication. There were definitely some errors that I made that I want to work on and still improve, especially for Opens next weekend.
Yes, that is very soon. Are you looking forward to it?
Yeah, I'm keen. Just still need to work on that mindset of I can do overheads, and it's just that mindset, that mental game. And Opens will be a bit different. We'll come across some tough teams. So yeah, it'll be really good though.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it too. Well, thank you so much, Tamara. Thanks for chatting with me. Great game tonight. I know the score didn't really reflect it, but I think it was a great game from you and the rest of Red Lions team against Pasteye. So well done.
Thanks.
Alrighty, and we are back watching the game. That was just a great interview from Tamara. Didn't want to stop talking with her, sorry. Unfortunately, a bit of a failed transfer there from Rangeville. North, I think, is starting to now press really hard and use the speed that they've got up front and in their midfields to keep Rangeville locked in, but good start from Rangeville. They're just going to creep up that line. Serena Robinson's looking for somebody. Not finding anyone. Also, everyone who's watching tonight, please be sure to put in your predictions, comment your predictions. Is it going to stay scoreless? Is it going to be a draw in the end, but with goals? Who's going to win and by how much? Good swipe from Lauren Mahoney. Pick up from Tan. Rangeville just passing it around. They're going to pass to that left side, which is a great gap, but I think just a bit too fast for the left half. Good idea, though. Great idea. And if you think someone has been playing very, very well this match, by the end of the game, please comment your MVP for this match, and I'll let you know what I think. Bree just trying to work it out of that middle. She's dropping back quite a lot. I think that might be because their back line is so deep. Shay's set up very deep, and that could be a tactical decision from their coach. But Rangeville isn't pressing too hard, so I don't see why they can't go higher. All right. And Carter Mogg has called a bit of a hack there. Holds the game up. Number 6 from Rangeville just feeds it into that circle. A bit of a hacking there, but it will be a North's ball. Good defense from North there. Shay's looking for someone. She's going to belt it down that line, which is a great ball, but again, still missing it. But we've got Painey on the run now, and she gets that turnover. Well done, Painey. Again, she is... this is going to be her last game for the season, sadly, so she's going to make the most of it, I think. Good running from Serena, but unfortunately just a bit too fast for her. That's okay. I think Norse is starting to play a bit of a shorter, sharper game, as we heard from Painey in her interview in the previous game. It's something that they've been working on at training. So it's good to see them utilising it here. And Lauren picks up the ball in ample space, but sends it back to Abby Bird, who picks it up. I think Abby was just heading on her way up to the left half and ended up in that middle. But Shay picks it up, good defence. Excellent turnover from Lauren. And she sees Bree. Bree's got ample space. And she just makes space. I think that's a very impressive quality for Bree Sui. she makes space for herself. She doesn't accept if someone's on her back. She will make sure to give herself ample space to do what she needs to do, which opens up that middle astronomically so. Ball to Shea, who's going to be taking the 16. Not a lot of running from the strikers for Norse. Not a lot of movement. Right idea, but a bit too sharp at an angle from that left half. Serena's going to set up here against number 6 for Rangeville. But Norse does get it back. Catania picks it up, turns around. Good little bobble through Lauren's legs. I believe that was a foot from Rangeville, but again, I don't see as well through these foggy windows up here, so Carter's made a decision. We just got to run with it. Right idea from Serena, but Payne's going to come back and help as best as she can. And Norse gets to turn over. What a great overhead. What a time to do it. Pretty bogged down in their own half. Bree swings and doesn't quite get it. Abby Burge is very calm out on that left half. I think that's one of her best qualities as well. It's just being able to be calm. Good pick up from Payne. Bit of almost a collision with her and Bree. And Chantel Manhigh has made a harsh whistle, saying no. Rangeville ball. Right, Abby's stepping up in that centre back position and she's going to belt it down up to Macy, unfortunately, a bit too hard. But not without lack of trying from Macy. Again, she's grown in leaps and bounds the past few seasons being forced to step up in this team as from a junior to a more experienced A-grade player, even though she's only 18. So very impressive stuff from her. Balls with Kirsty, but she sends it back up for the restart. Just passing around that corner a little bit, but it'll just bobble over the baseline and it'll be a North 16. I think both teams are struggling with getting that finishing touch with their strikers a little. They're going down the right pockets and the right channels, but I think the defense from both teams have been quite impressive. But again, when these teams last versed each other, it was 2-2 draw. No winners there. Lauren gets the ball again. I think she just needs to move it a bit more, Kirsty. Sorry, that wasn't Kirsty. My bad. But they're going to pass it to Lauren again. Bree's going to open up. Tiani Benson's wide open on that right wing, but we're going to send it back to Molly, who's run up. Well done. And sends it through quite easily. Sends it through. But Abby Burge does pick up. Again, just make sure she's in the right place. North's ball, however, must have been a stick hack or a foot. I'm not entirely sure. It's very deep in that corner. And Piper Treby's got the ball. Sending it back to Molly. Right idea. Lauren does pick it up there and clean it up. Bit of obstruction there from Molly, I think. Unintentional, but did stop Macy Hill from getting to Lauren. And they're going to keep playing on. I think Piper's going to try and argue with Chantel, which the captains are allowed to. They're allowed to raise any queries and questions against some calls or no calls for that matter. But I think the best decision in any situation is just to play along with the call. Just wait for the whistle, unless it's something blatantly obvious. But, you know, we've got really good umpires here that we've got to trust that will pick up on those obvious calls, okay? And anything in the grey matter is completely up to them, and we've just got to play that. Great ball from Savannah Patterson there, but a bit too hard for the strikers to get up there. So North's ball. We've got 2.5 minutes left of this quarter. Does anyone think anyone's going to score? Leave your comments in the stream. Good pick up from Abby, but Payne's on her butt. And Bree is now opening up that middle, going to look for Payne. Payne's going to go, but it does hit her foot, unfortunately. Piper Treepy was there, I think. If Payne had left it, potentially, Piper would have gotten it, but Unless they're going to communicate that on the field, you can't really ever be sure what it looks like from down there. Serena gets a touch to that, but North gets that turnover there. Got to start listening to the whistles. Might be a bit... Open that up, Shay. There's a great open gap on this left side, which, you don't necessarily... A bit of a hit from Alex Thompson there, and Lauren Mahoney goes down. She's getting back up, but that seemed like a bit of a hard hit. She's limping a little. If we watch this replay, yep. There was no intention there. But she's being sent, I believe, by the umpire. Yeah, Alex is being sent here. I don't think there was any intention behind it. Alex is a wonderful person, and I don't think Lauren would have taken that personally ever. But it could have looked different from Emily's perspective. Oh, Chantel, my bad. It's Chantel Menhire. I do apologise if I've been calling her Emily. Right, so Abby Burge on the ball looking for a pass there. There's no strikers up there, so I think the best thing for Rangeville is to try and build it up again. I think North is doing a better job at that. Still not executing that final bit of the striker. I think these teams equalise each other out in certain areas. Again, both teams are missing fair amount of players due to under-18s tournaments happening on the Gold Coast and in Rockhampton. And that'll end the second quarter. I believe it's still 0 at the top. I think the men are about to go into a short corner. I'll let you know the result in the next quarter.
It's safe to say the best rooftop bars
Yeah, absolutely.
are the ones that never close. Great Northern Brewing Co., the beer from up here.
Daisy, Daisy May, give me your best bouquet.
Daisy May Florist is one of Toowoomba's premier flower shops. Visit daisymayflorist.com today or visit their beautiful store on the corner of Hursley Road and Tor Street.
Fragrance has 30 years of experience as the leading windows and doors manufacturer for the Toowoomba and Darling Downs regions. Employing over 70 locals in our new cutting-edge factory and showroom, we provide tailored selections and excellent service.
Are you a food business starting out with your product development journey? Ask a Food Tech, a food technology consulting company, can help you ensure that they are tasty, safe to eat, and compliant with food regulations.
Alrighty guys, welcome back to the second half of our second game this evening on Field 1, Norths versus Rangeville in the women. It's Red Lions versus Past High in the men up on top. I'm still trying to get an update on that field. I do believe it's still scoreless, but I will confirm that as soon as I can. It's still 0-0 here, definitely down on Field 1 between Norths and Rangeville, both struggling to find that final connection with their strikers. But again, like, they've both had great shots on goal and the keepers have had to do some work. I think it'll just boil down to who's hungry for that first goal. And we're back on here with Molly White, Tiani Benson. Going back to Lauren, who seems to have easily recovered from her hit in the the second quarter against Alex Thompson. Again, I don't think it was intentional or anything. Just so happened to be in the wrong place at the wrong time. And if you're just following the ball, you're not necessarily looking at your surroundings. Rangeville ball here. Kirsty Tolpert set up for the transfer, the very deep transfer. Gone over the sideline. Molly White will be looking to feed straight through to Painey, who's going to try and run it herself or get it some sort of result in this circle here. She's kind of losing it a little, but she's going to just run rings around people. But Kirsty Tolpert is very good at keeping the ball controlled and safe and out of the range of her feet and her opposition, so she'll get rid of that quite easily. Good feed through for Norths, sent over the back line by Ellie Campbell, so it will be a long for Norths. While we're at it, let's go through the team list, since I forgot to do that at the beginning of the game. So for Norths, we've got Captain Piper Treby, as I mentioned, number 1. Piper Alexander is also playing, Tiani Benson, Shael Fiedler, Lauren Mahoney, Jamie Mills, Emily Payne, Serena Robertson, Brianna Sui, Molly White. Claire Butler is goalkeeper tonight for Norths in place of Hayley Warhurst, doing a very good job. Talia Robinson and Mel Benson is also playing. So they've had a few ring-ins as well in place of their under-18s players. But I think they're doing a great job tonight. Good turn from Macy Hill here. She's going to try and look to feed it through, but Lauren Mahoney has gotten in behind. Doesn't matter that she's given away a turnover. It hasn't been a great ball out to Kate Morris. Welcome back, Kate Morris. She had it the season off last year and we weren't sure if she was ever going to come back, but she's a handy little player. And it's so good to see her back playing, even if it's only for a few games. I'm not sure what the situation is there, but good turn from Tiani. Alex Thompson trying to get it off her, and she does, but bit of an obstruction and stick hacking there. So Jamie Mills passes it out to Bree, and Bree kind of gets twisted up in it, and Rangeville will turn it around. Macy, great turnaround. Lauren Mahoney will try and feed it through to her striker, and it will be a short corner. I think there was a stick hack or some sort of obstruction just before. That has earned Rangeville a short corner. Great defence from North. Again, I think some of the best defence in the competition. That's constantly being put under pressure, but they constantly get it out. So, and as I always say, as a keeper, I'd rather a short corner than a goal. So, regardless of the situation, I think this is the best outcome for that. I believe that's Kirsty Tolpert as the injector, ready to send it out. Who's it going to go to, Alex or the top at the battery? It's going to the battery, lay off to Alex, sent back into Macy, and it's a goal for Macy Hill. Very well executed there against North. against Claire Butler, who's done a great job this game, but can't stop everything, as I know. So well done, Macy Hill. She's been practicing those little deflections for open, so it's really good to see that it's paying off a little. So that'll put Rangeville on top, but I reckon Norse will be now desperate to get a goal. That's lifted by Savannah Patterson. So Piper Tribble will get the turnover. Now Rangeville's lineup is a bit similar to Norse in the respect that they're missing a few players. So we've got Alex Thompson as captain, Georgia Abbott, Ali Campbell, Lily Kemp in the goal, Kyra Chickson. Again, I do apologise for any mispronunciations. Savannah Patterson, Kirsty Tolpert, Abby Burge, Kate Morris, Catania Taylor, Crystal Pullman, Bridget Pullman, and Jill Mybush. I believe that's how you pronounce it. So, pretty young side on both accounts, but doing very, very well. Again, don't forget to put your predictions for the outcome of this game. Will it stay 1-0 to Rangeville, or will they score another? Or will Norse come back to win or just equalise? Let us know in the comments. And Rangeville is away again. They've got ample space in that middle, but Emily Payne will pick that up and she will try and look for her strikers, but no one's really up there and free. She does find her right wing. Excellent stuff there. She will try for that corner, but she'll get a long. Which is a pretty good result. I think for Norse, they'll now have to... Oh, no, it's a 16. My apologies. Can't read the ref signs. Kirsty's going to bash it down that middle. And it's a good idea, but Bridget is just not there. Needs to start off a bit earlier, start running a bit earlier. All right, Savannah Patterson's coming for a break, and Crystal Lee Pullman is jumping on the field for her. All right, North is very stretched right now. There's a huge gap in the middle. I think they need to start closing in, keep working on their build-up play and their short, sharp passes, like Emily Payne said in her interview before. Bit of a mischap from Piper. They're looking just a little bit flat now, North, and look, that could be the weather. It's pretty cold out there, guys. I'm just very grateful that I'm toasty and warm inside the tech box up here. So, and a lot of those girls are not wearing thermals, or even the boys as well. So, kudos to them. Piper Treby coming for a break, and Serena Robertson is going to give her that. Coming on now. And they feed it out to Lauren Mahoney, who's going to just run down that centre because there's no one else with her. She's going to try and feed it. That's a great weighted ball, but it's cut off by Rangeville. But Molly White is there to pick it up. Excellent stuff there, Norse. Unfortunately, Serena just can't get a hold of it, but they'll set there. They'll try and press high. And Ali Campbell's going to just send it back around the back. I think it's a really... I think Rangeville does it really well. When they commit to the transfer, they fully commit. They don't just half do it, or they don't pause, they just do it. This is excellent stuff. Back of the stick there from Bridget, unfortunately. Otherwise, she was through, and Macy was there to support her. But Lauren is wide open in that middle again. I think Shay could probably take a step forward. She doesn't need to be that far back, considering how far back the Rangeville striker line is. But Rangeville's moving as a unit now. But that's a great ball from Lauren, who's there, though, to receive. Sending straight back through that middle, down to Macy, and Bridget Pullman is through if they can't catch her. But Macy's going to have a shot. Great save from Claire Butler. And good clearance. I believe that was Molly White, yes. If we watch the replay here, she could have sent it through to Bridget, but she just kept going. And that's a great save from Claire. And again, yeah, Molly White just clearing that beautifully. All right, North's ball here. Again, I think from both teams there's not a lot of movement. We're just kind of hitting and hoping. That was a great slider from, I believe that was Jamie Mills on Norths. Up to their striker there. And Serena's just going to pick that up, and Piper's going to pick that up too. I think Piper's... it's over the back line by Rangeville, and so Piper will have that long corner. She'll be happy with that. Piper is, or when I first met her, she was a striker. I think she's been pushed back into that midfield a bit, so it's good to see her back in that striking line where she's very deadly. Good reach from Shay, and she does kind of win it. Yeah, she wins it now. Could have gone either way, really, but Lauren's there to help as well. Again, I think Norse is has a great defence that always backs each other up. Very similar to Newtown in that respect. So, all right, Catania Taylor jumping back on the field for Rangeville, and they're going to try and hit it pretty much straight to her. But Molly White gets a stick to it, but Serena's picked it up. She's got a lot of speed on her, Serena. She's going to look for that inside ball to Bree. Molly's going to keep pushing up if Bree can somehow find her, but Bree's just going to, again, make space for herself and just keep it out of the reach of people. You can't dive in with Brianna Sui. She's just too skilled. And she'll send it into the foot. Excellent stuff. If she can't go through you or around you, she will make you stop. And she'll stop the play and break it down. And Kirsty Talbot being warned there. Right idea from Jamie. Oh, a bit of a miscommunication in all respects. I thought that hit Jamie Mills' foot, but it must have hit... Oh, yep, Carter's turned that call around. It is a Rangeville ball, but the ball has gone all the way down into the North's corner. Right, Savannah Patterson jumping back on the field for Kate Morris. And Tiani Benson jumping back on for Norths in the striker line. So it's going to be a Rangeville ball. There's a lot of gaps. These two teams are playing a lot more of a stretched game and a long game. Great overhead from Kirsty. Lauren's going to pick that up though because she's just that good. Back to Shay. Molly White's busting her ass to get wide in case of that transfer. Again, something that we've been working on for opens, and she'll be very handy in that back line to do. All right, Bree's just apparently just going to run this herself. She can't find anyone, but she's going to find Serena. Good stuff there. Again, I think Norse is very, very fortunate to have Brianna Sui back in their ranks on a more of a full-time basis. I know she played a few games in the past few seasons, but nothing full-time. But she's come back and she's playing really, really good hockey, and I think that's bolstered this team immensely with talent and skill, which it already had. And I think that's one of the most impressive things that I've seen this season so far is that everyone's kind of having their high moments and their low moments. There's no definitive dominant team as of yet. But again, it's a marathon, not a sprint. And Payne gets the ball. She's trying to look for someone. She sends it through. Can a striker get to it? I think Rangeville clears that. Piper's going to try and chase it. So is Payne. And Jamie Mills is going to clean up and try and get it into the circle, try and get anything. Tiani Benson's on it, but I think it's just run up her leg. Oh, it's going to be a short corner. I think that might have been lifted by Kirsty. I'm not entirely sure what happened there. I was almost certain it was lifted by Tiani herself, but we'll take it. Now Piper and Jamie are setting up at the top. So more than likely be a straight shot from Jamie, but Bree Sui is setting up on that L1 position, which she's known for getting really good goals in that position. So it could be a layoff or it could be a direct shot to her, we shall see. But Payne, I think, will be running into that back post, or at least that spot position. think Lily is just getting her Rangeville short corner set, making sure everyone's in their place and going to go to the right place. And it's bounced right up, and it's going to hit Molly's foot. Unfortunately, I think, they were lining up for Jamie to have a hit, but unfortunately it just wasn't meant to be. Ali's going to send it, great ball to Kirsty, and Kirsty's going to have all the time in the world to just send it up to Alex or Bridget. Bridget's going to get there. And she's just cut that entire field in half with that pass, so very well done from Kirsty. Good pick up from Bridget. Nobody there to pick it up, unfortunately. And that is the end of the third quarter. It's still 1-0 to Norse. I still haven't gotten an update about Field 2. I'm sorry, folks, but I will endeavour to try and get that in the break.
Absolutely.
Are the ones that never close. Great Northern Brewing Co., the beer from up here.
All right, folks, and we are back with the final quarter of this game, of the games for the evening. I have been informed that the update on Field 2 is 3-0 to Red Lions, so a very dominant game from them, but obviously Past High is holding out quite well. They got a lot of talent up there, but I think both teams up there are also missing some key players in their under-18s that are away in Rocky at the moment. We do wish all those teams all the best as they are away, and all the coaches that are with them as well, and managers. Rangeville just clearing it out of their half. Shay Fiedler is going to pick that up. Molly White again busting ass to get back here. Shay's going to send it back up into Jamie Mills. Great pick up from her, but Ali Campbell has also picked that up from Painey. Painey's found Jamie. They just got to find some space here, I think, Norse. They've had really great possession and good skills on the ball, but sending it into congestion a lot at the moment. Jamie's going to send that in. Lily Kemp is going to clear that, though, easily. But North is going to try and keep it up there. Try and get a result out of this. Good work from Painey. She's hungry for that ball, and she gets that corner. Well done, Painey. This could be her moment to get at least one against Rangeville, but again, Lily Kemp is not a keeper that you can just shoot out and hope for the best. She will clear that. She will save that every day of the week. So you got to make a move if you're going to have to, if you want any chance of scoring against her. She's also got a great defense with her in her 4 players back there. Not entirely sure who's back there. Sorry. But they've been doing well to keep it out. So, oh yeah, Abby Burge, I see. Yep. Let's see if Norse can pull off the corner that they tried to do beforehand. Straight to Brianna. She's going to try and hit that in. Save from Lily. Swing and a miss from Serena, unfortunately. But good attempt from Bree. I'm going to bring that down. Good control from Norse there. Yeah, see, small passes, just linking up, keep it moving. And in this cold weather, I think moving actually is for the best. She sends it into Alex Thompson, though, who just cleared it out. Lauren's got her feet tangled up a little, but Molly White's there to help. She's got ample space. But Rangeville's going to knock that out. Molly's going to look for that quick ball in the centre. Bree's going to turn that around. Oh, no, Savannah Patterson has got a hold of it, but Bree's chasing after her. Good layoff from Savannah. Lauren is there to pick up, but I think she just gets tangled in her. I think Norse is struggling to drop back in defence now, which is a bit of a shame since they've been doing so well this whole game, only conceding 1 goal so far. Payne's just a little step behind, but does well to try and get there. I think now they've got again, both teams are very stretched out across the entire pitch. There's whereas the previous game with Pastime and Red Lions, there was a lot of moments where they were condensed and patched in together. So there's a lot of gaps here and a lot of ground they're trying to cover. Whereas I think they need to tighten up in that respect and do a bit more work than the ball, which is not always what you want to do. But in this weather, again, it's very cold. I'm sure they all appreciate keeping on moving. Shay Fiedler's got this huge gap where Lauren is, and she's waving. She wants the ball. Shay's going to send it down that right side where Payne was, but I think she pulled out because I think she thought the Rangeville player was going to get the ball, but didn't, and that's a tactical choice from them. Bridget Pullman's coming for a sub, and Macy Hill is stepping on the field. I'm sure she's hungry for a second goal. 1 goal will just not be enough for her. A bit more movement there from Rangeville, but again, a bit flat from both teams. They're not really following or leading in either attack or defence. And now they're all bunched on one side. So a bit better play from Rangeville there. Norse ball. Piper Treby is free as a bird on this side, so yes, they're going to transfer. Shay's got to send that early. Beautiful ball there. Molly White's got to look up here, see where she is. That's a great ball and a good touch from Piper. And Molly White's just going to let that run. Good stuff from her. Ali Campbell coming for a sub for Rangeville, and Kirsty Tolpert's on the field now. They've set up that transfer deep again, but they're only going to send it into the mids a little for Serena to pick up. She needs to just keep fighting there. Don't just stop. Good reach from Payne, and now they got a bit of space, but Abby Burge is there just reaching. She's got the reach of an albatross, and it's so handy to have. She's such a great defender. I had her in the preseason team with Cronks Crusaders, and she was so handy in those moments. Same with Lauren Mahoney. They both have similar physiques and reaches, and it's so handy as a defender to have. Alex Thompson with the ball here for Rangeville. Their right side is very open at the moment, and that's where she aims. Unfortunately, it is a bit bubbly and Savannah can't quite stop it, but it was a good idea from Alex, and they did get it over to their free side, which is their strong side as well. Back to Shay. She's going to try and send it down the middle, but she's angling over to Molly. Excellent stuff there. Oh, sorry, that's not Molly White. My apologies. I think Molly's gone for a sub and I didn't realise it. That's much better passing from Norse there. Piper's just got to continue it. Good running from Jamie Mills, I believe that's in the corner there. And she sends it into the circle, but there's no one there to get some sort of result, unfortunately. But Lily did have that covered, so I wouldn't stress if I was Rangeville. Kirsty Tolpit with the ball. Sorry, Abby Burge is going to have the ball. Sends out to Alex Thompson on the left half, who's going to send it back in that midfield and back out to her. It's a really good vision from that midfielder there. And Savannah Patterson has got the turnover again. And she's got legs for days and she'll just run and run and run. Lauren's doing her best to keep up. They do get the turnover there. Again, great defence from Norse, and they're really good at those turnovers as well, getting it out of their line. Good vision from Bree Suey. And then they send it up that left side. I do think they need to try and get it to their right side, which is where Piper Truby is. She's free as a bird here. Has been on multiple occasions. But Rangeville is doing very, very well to keep it on that side of the field, which is their strong side. And Lauren keeps moving the ball. And the right half is going to keep pushing and pushing. Hopefully get the ball there. It's going to be a 16 for Rangeville. We've got 6.5 minutes. What do you think is going to happen, folks? Is it going to be a draw? Is it going to stay 1-0? Or is Rangeville or North going to pinch the win, considering it was a draw last round? And also comment your MVP for the games before the end of the stream. We'll be discussing who's had a really good game closer to the end. Alright, North doesn't have their transfer set up, so I don't think that's really an option right now. They're going to have to go forward. Tiani Benson's there to pick up. Good. Try not to back into them. But Rangeville has Bogdan around her, and they're through. They're going. Macy staying strong in that tackle, and she wins that turnover, and she's going to travel the 5 before entering. And that was 5, if only just. And she sends it back out and back into that middle. But Tiani Benson is there to clean it up. She's had a pretty good game this time. And Payne's running. She's gotten a stick on it. Excellent running there, and good vision from the person there. Piper's open. They're just going to send it in. I think Lily's potentially sitting on it, so they'll call it a corner. Good save from Lily, and again, I'll take a short corner any day over a goal. So yeah, Lily's come across. She's been in a really awkward position, but she still manages to get that leg out and just, plant it and sit on that. All right, so they've already gone to L1 directly. Potentially they need to go to the battery with Jamie and Piper. Trap that and potentially a layoff to Bree. I think, again, you've got to move Lily. You've got to move this defence. They've been holding out. So we'll see what they do here. Out to the battery. It's been a bit of a mistrap, but across to Tiani Benson, who's going to crack it. And Payne's still there, but it's going to hit her foot, unfortunately. So Carter has called it a 16. Good defence on Rangeville's behalf, but not without effort from. That was great postie work from Rangeville, unfortunately for Payne. The ball was just lifted up into North's right half, her face, so it'll be a turnover there. Over to Shay, down that centre, but Savannah Patterson is ready for it, and she's going to just jink it over and run it herself. Lauren Mahoney is trying to catch up with her, and she does, and gets out of that tackle injury-free, thankfully. And Piper's keeping a hold of that, and she manages to twist Crystal Pullman up a little. A great touch from Jamie. Can she get to it? Kirsty Tolpit's gotten to that one. Very speedy recovery from her. And very calm composure here. Great hand-eye coordination from Jamie, and now North is going to get the turnover. They've only got 3 minutes to work something here, which they've been working all game. Can Bree get it? Unfortunately, it's gone wide. Very great efforts from North there. They've got to keep it up there. They're in for a chance still. I don't think Rangeville would appreciate another draw, but when you're behind, you've got to just take what you can get. And I think Norths can equalise here. They've been able to equalise all game. We've just had a turnover there. And Macy Hill's running up to help. Bridget's there as well to clean up. And Krista Lee's, her sister, is coming up behind her. Macy's got a touch on that, and she's going to go through. She's going to go through, and she's going to go for this Toma. And it's a save from Claire Butler. Excellent stuff there, Claire Butler. Great effort from Macy Hill there, and she's going to go again. She's in a prime position. I think it goes over the baseline, and it's going to be a Norths 16. If we look at the replay here, we bolt it back through to Macy, who's in prime position, and she just unfortunately goes over that baseline. Great stuff from Rangeville, good turnovers. But we have another turnover here with Norths, and Payne's going to be going for this goal. She's going to try for something, and she gets that corner that she's been asking for this whole game. Maybe this will be it. They've only got a minute and a half left to work something here, Norths. And I think they deserve it. They've been working hard all game. A bit of a slow start, and I think Rangeville just pestered them enough to get that goal. Very good setup from them. But Norths has had more possession, more attacking percentage. If we had any stats, I'm sure it would show. Just haven't managed to get that goal, but this could be it. Out to Molly, over to Bree. What's it going to be? Save from Lily. Piper's going to send it in. No, hits it wide, unfortunately. Great save from Lily and good tracking by her. If we watch this replay, good distribution from Molly, and it's a great shot against Lily, but she does save that. And Piper, unfortunately, sends it wide, not without a lack of trying. She was in a great position. She's been in a great position for the past few shots. Just hasn't come off the better half of that. All right, and Rangeville's on the run again. But Lauren Mahoney's going to post up and get that turnover, and she's wanting a goal for her team. You can see it. Chantel Manhire has told Rangeville to back up and for Lauren to take the ball forward. I'm not sure entirely why, and I'm not sure why we tried to go for the straight through, but Savannah Patterson's going to get that. And that is going to be the end of the match with Rangeville coming out on top 1-0 against Norths. Great game from these two teams. Again, it was a draw last round. It was always going to be tight. But great efforts from both teams. I think Norths, Bree had a great game. So did Lauren. I think Tiani Benson was actually a great surprise to see her back playing really good hockey in that strike line. So I'll pick Tiani Benson as a player of the match for Norths. And for Rangeville, Ali Campbell and Kirsty Tolpert were a dynamic duo in that back line, but Macy Hill was also great in that striker role. So I think Macy created a lot of magic there. So I think I'll pick Macy as MVP. What are your thoughts? Put them in the comments. Thanks for showing up. I'm not entirely sure of what the final result was up against the boys, but look out on our socials for that final result. Thank you guys. Thanks for posting in, and have a good night.
It's safe to say the best rooftop bars
Yeah, absolutely.
are the ones that never close. Great Northern Brewing Co., the beer from up here.
Daisy May, give me your best bouquet.
Daisy May Florist is one of Toowoomba's premier flower shops. Visit daisymayflorist.com today or visit their beautiful store on the corner of Hursley Road and Tor Street.
Bradnams has 30 years of experience as the leading windows and doors manufacturer for the Toowoomba and Darling Downs regions. Employing over 70 locals in our new cutting-edge factory and showroom, we provide tailored selections and excellent service.
Are you a food business starting out with your product development journey? Ask a Food Tech, a food technology consulting company, can help you ensure that they are tasty, safe to eat, and compliant with food regulations.
It's safe to say the best rooftop bars
Yeah, absolutely.
are the ones that never close. Great Northern Brewing Co., the beer from up here.